Did you grow up feeling like you weren't good enough? Like you had to shapeshift to the right version of yourself just to earn love or approval from your parents? And even then, you still fell short. With today's constant rise of Gen Zs all over the world cutting off their parents, I believe that Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda is one of the most powerful examples of how the trauma parents inflicted on their children can eventually come back to haunt them. The main reason behind this no-contact crusade often revolves around one thing: conditional love. So through Tai Lung's story, let's see how parents weaponize love and create crash outs like Tai Lung, and why society often demonizes the children who cut off their parents rather than holding the parents who hurt them accountable. Tai Lung was gifted in the martial arts, and Shifu didn't just see talent, he saw a project, a legacy. If you could mold Tai Lung into the Dragon Warrior, he would be his pride, his success story. So he placed that destiny on Tai Lung, who carried it with a promise of greatness, but it came at a cost, that being conditional love. Conditional love is when affection, care, or approval is dependent on performance, obedience, or achievement. It's not "I love you because you're my child," it's "I love you when you succeed, when you meet my expectations, when you become who I want you to be." Some parents do the same. They map out our futures to fit their own narratives, dreams they failed to achieve, or expectations they couldn't meet. And so they place those burdens on us by influencing the courses we take, the careers we pursue, even the way we dress. And when we resist, love is withdrawn, care is withheld, and what remains is ultimatums or aggression. Shifu praised Tai Lung's talent and poured love into him only as long as he was on track to become the Dragon Warrior. The moment Tai Lung failed to meet that destiny, Shifu's love collapsed.
You knew I was the Dragon Warrior. But when Ugoe said otherwise, what did you do? Nothing.
It collapsed into fear and rejection. Tai Lung then learned that he was only loved when he achieved, and he was abandoned when he fell short. And by filling his head with dreams that weren't his, Shifu had planted a seed of entitlement. Tai Lung gave up his childhood to become Shifu's vision. And because he sacrificed so much, he believed he earned the Dragon Scroll. When that destiny was withheld and Shifu abandoned him, he felt cheated, manipulated, and disposable. All those emotions manifested into his rampage in the valley. Tai Lung was fighting for an identity that he was forced to carry, and the love that collapsed when he fell short. And when he did, he was framed as the villain. Today, many children face the same cycle. They sacrifice their individuality to meet parental expectations, hoping for unconditional love. But when they confront their parents about the harm caused, those parents often become defensive, just like Shifu.
We're not meant to be the Dragon Warrior. That was not my fault.
Shifu is basically admitting that Tai Lung was chasing a destiny that was never his to begin with. Him saying it's not his fault is Shifu being defensive, and instead of owning his role in shaping Tai Lung's obsession, he distances himself. The same way parents act when confronted. When children finally speak up about the harm caused by the pressure, the comparison, the conditional love, many parents retreat into denial. They say, "I only wanted the best for you," instead of admitting that their pride and control shaped their poor parenting. Tai Lung then responded by saying,
Who filled my head with dreams? Who drove me to train until my bones cracked? Who denied me my destiny?
Gen Zs today echo Tai Lung's cry with questions like, who told me I had to be perfect? Who pushed me into paths I never chose? Who withheld love when I resisted? And when those questions meet denial instead of accountability, the bonds collapse, and the cost of staying connected to their parents is too high because they'll never be enough for their parents or themselves. This is why Gen Z are openly choosing low contact or no contact with their parents. It's not about disrespect, it's about protecting their mental health and reclaiming their identity. Yet society demonizes them. Why? First, in many cultures, obedience to parents is treated as sacred, and boundaries or cutting ties are branded as disrespect. Second, parents frame their sacrifices like raising, educating, or providing as proof that their children owe them loyalty. But none of us asked to be born. Those sacrifices are responsibilities, not bargaining chips. Lastly, if cutting off toxic parents was normalized, it would force the older generation to confront their harmful patterns, like Shifu did towards the end of his battle with Tai Lung.
It was my pride that blinded me. I loved you too much to see what you were becoming, what I was turning you into.
But in real life, demonizing the child is easier than admitting parental failure. So Gen Z are not villains. They're survivors, reclaiming the right to exist beyond conditional love. To be clear, this isn't saying parents shouldn't guide their children. Guidance is love and support. Guidance becomes harmful when it turns into control, erases individuality, and love is weaponized. Parents are meant to nurture, not script. However, if the trauma caused by your caregiver or parents gave you a negative understanding of love, check out this video on the screen featuring Forrest Gump. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. And always remember that you're enough. Peace out.